Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. What are you doing with your face there? What is that about?
I don't know.
What's wrong? You seem like you're off today.
I'm getting my period. My cramps are really bad today.
Okay. That's cool. Congrats. You're finally a woman. Right? Isn't that what that means?
Yes.
Something like that? That's what I learned in 1883 when I was watching it yesterday. That's like the thing.
Yeah.
By the way, that show,
It's good.
if you have Paramount Plus or a friend like we do who will let you check out their Paramount Plus, I was about to shout her out, but I don't want the government to go after her. It is such a good show. Does anyone here watch 1883 or know what I'm talking about? Like, it might be one of the best shows I've ever watched. And I'm like 5 episodes in. Oh, the chat was paused. Damn it. Let's see where we're at. Haven't started it, never heard of it. Okay, so if you've heard of Yellowstone, which is on Paramount, Kevin Costner show, right? Kevin Costner, yeah. Is it Kevin Costner?
On Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. It's basically, the Yellowstone is about the Dutton Ranch in Montana, and it's kind of a Western mixed with like The Sopranos in terms of, it's kind of a crime family, but they deal with a lot of like property issues and things like that. But 1883 is the prequel.
It's like the history of that family.
And it's when they're going out west from Texas to Oregon or to settle the West. And it's just so well written. The dialogue in the show is so good.
And
here, come over this way, Carla.
it's like,
this is what happens when you don't show up early.
there's also something good about it. Something like
Something good.
No, like the formula of, it's almost like the same thing happens in every episode, but it doesn't.
Before you do anything, you're gonna move your mic back because you look like an absolute giant on the screen.
I'm that big.
And sit back a little bit. Let's get you positioned, because this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna send Carla Marie pictures of the video later so that she can post everything on YouTube. She'll go, you couldn't pick a better picture of me? I look so weird. My arm looks like it's bigger than your head.
I never have ever said those.
Something like that. So a little further back.
My back is on the chair.
No, the microphone has to move back, and you have to move the chair back. Just look at the screen. There we go. A little better. See? Oh, a little recap. We are at 257% of the hype train. What do you mean what happened? You were gone for 10 minutes. We got the hype train.
Okay. So.
Yeah, Carla Marie missed rehearsals this morning. We didn't get the blocking. Lighting's all off.
So yeah, 1883 is good. Just shouldn't watch it.
Practice. What? You missed rehearsals. You missed practice. And that was an Allen Iverson quote from back in the day. Talk about practice. What did you forget this time?
It's downstairs, but I know what I have to do.
Oh, the recipe?
The recipe. I looked at it this morning. So we're having an orange, I think it's called an orange Dreamsicle.
Okay.
It's Grand Marnier and Brinley's.
Brinley's?
The coconut.
Oh, yeah. That it wasn't called Brinley's, was it? It was like Sailor or something.
Okay, but that's not what it's called. But thank you.
So good. Shipwreck.
Okay, but Brinley's is the brand.
Yeah, but wasn't it called Shipwreck?
You need to, I think, go for a walk today. I'll show you.
The hype train is complete at level 5. Your community contributed a total of 28 subs and 1,500 bits. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah. Brindley. Okay.
Oh, hold on. There's a great comment in here, Carla Marie. From, where is it? Desiree, who said, I have a dog laying on me who refuses to let me get up. You know what?
You have a cat hair.
That's the best type of prison to be in. So that cat hair, by the way, is Caroline. Is she in here?
Yeah, she's right under you, like a dog.
Caroline's been real weird lately. Caroline is not a cuddly cat. She usually likes to be around people, but not like doesn't even really like to be pet that much.
Mm-hmm.
But for whatever reason, she's been very cuddly lately.
And like on top of Anthony.
Yeah,
it's
and
weird.
just will lay on top of me all the time. So yesterday, I went downstairs to just relax for a little bit before calling it a night. Caroline came up, laid right on my lap, and I was like, all right, well, this is where I'm going to live for the rest of the night.
Bizarre. When is the Seattle Cocktail Club Techniques class with Carla Marie? It is September 14th. All the info is on their website. It's free.
Hosting for Seattle Cocktail Club, hosting for the Seattle Seahawks. What are you hosting next? The Seattle, I don't know.
Anything you need.
City Council?
Coming. Oh, it's the city council meeting. I'll tell everybody, shut up. Have you ever been to a city council meeting?
No.
Oh,
no.
I have. I had to go in high school for a class to the North Arlington City Council meeting, and that was the time where I was like, I never want to do anything with this in my life.
What were they? Do you remember what they were discussing?
Probably parking, because that's all that town cares about. Parking. I literally had this conversation with my family this week. There's nothing that town takes more seriously than parking and parking tickets and street cleaning and where you can and can't park.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Hey, Kelly7, thank you very much for subscribing with Prime. 21 months. That's a long time. Almost as long as it's taking Carla Marie to shake this drink.
I wonder if in the techniques class we'll learn this.
I guess everywhere. Parking is a pretty big deal everywhere.
My brother's company is dealing with something very interesting.
Okay.
They do probably 90% of their work in New York City. So it's Starcom Fiber. You may see the trucks driving around. If you see them and they're doing anything bad, let me know. But they they go into manholes and different things and like put in fiber for buildings to be able to get their internet. They often work overnight, whatever. So in order to be able to do their job, they have to run their truck. That's where they're like generator, like not generator, but like all the truck has to be on in order to use all of their equipment.
Okay.
But New York City has the new law that essentially like they have in Texas, like the abortion law. Like when you see your neighbor go get an abortion, you report them and you get money. So New York City has a new law for if you see someone's car idle, report them and you get like $250. So my brother is getting slammed with thousands of dollars of tickets a day.
And there's no workaround for work trucks?
He has a sign on it that says like working, like truck working, whatever, working. Nope. He has to, and he's like trying to fight them.
There's a drip that's about to get on the table. I'd appreciate if that didn't.
He's trying to fight them. He's like, nope, they won't, like, there's nothing I can do.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know.
That's stupid.
Isn't that crazy? And I was like, listen, I care about the environment, but I also understand you have to work. I'm like, would it matter if you had an electric vehicle? And he's like, no.
You know,
it may, but
because there's no exhaust, right?
Yeah.
Here's the interesting thing, and I don't know how I feel about these new laws because all these states are like California modeled a gun law after Texas's abortion ban. Essentially what they did was they took all the places where Texas mentioned abortion and wrote ghost guns or illegal guns or something like that. I don't know if I'm a fan of turning every citizen against each other in a state or about anything. But then I think about it, I'm like, all right, well, if it's guns, if I know my neighbor has a kid, right, who's under 18 hoarding a bunch of guns that they're not supposed to have, like, should someone call that in? Probably. If I know that there's domestic abuse going on, should I call it in? Probably. I just don't know if it's a good thing for society, for the government to come out and basically beg and pay people. That's maybe the biggest difference, is they are paying people to be snitches. No one's necessarily
doing it out of the goodness of their heart and that, this truck shouldn't be idling because I give a crap about the environment.
And I mean, we're from the New York, New Jersey area where after 9/11, every sign was see something, say something. Makes sense, right? You see something suspicious, say something about it.
But Lenny said New York forgot. Snitches get stitches.
That's also true. But I just don't know if it's a good idea to pay citizens to turn on one another.
But will this push companies like my brother's to perhaps go to electric vehicles? Yes. But
is that practical for your brother's company at this point in time with where electrical vehicles are?
Probably not. Because the amount of vans that they have and the fact that then he would probably have to get like I don't know how charging would work because a lot of the workers take their vans home. and they would have to charge at home, but my brother pays for the gas. Like, how does that?
But also, how would the truck even last long enough
Probably not.
between you? Because they're also using it for power. It's a big ass truck, which
Yeah.
is very heavy.
Yeah. I don't know. So
Let's see. Melissa said
interesting.
New York City should worry more about crime than idling trucks.
fair.
Oh, you actually did a story. We are going to take the shot, actually. Let's do this first before we move on. Cheers, Carla Marie. Cheers to everyone who contributed, and cheers to Seattle Cocktail Club. Thank you. That's good. That is a good shooter. That is a very good shooter. What was this? Orange creamsicle?
I think it's called Dreamsicle.
Dreamsicle, and it's with
Grand Marnier and Brinley Shipwreck.
Thank you to everyone who's throwing the shot glasses into the chat.
And if you're a coffee person, Brinley Shipwreck is great with coffee. You can make it a slush, whatever. It's coconut, but it's like a cream. Like, this is what it looks like. They
so good.
separated for us. So good.
A couple things. I want to talk. I'm going to mention Angela's comment real quick. She said mobile pet groomers have to leave their rigs running to keep it cool and heated depending on the season.
Well, guess what? New York City, you'd be getting a fine. So either that or you kill a dog. I don't know what to tell you. That's what they're basically saying.
It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we as humans should be better about keeping our cars idling, right? Like, I remember multiple times where
I would never.
Back in the day, my parents would leave their car idling in the winter or in the summer if it wasn't, if it was a safe place to do that and it was super hot or super cold.
Well, that's what my brother and I were saying. He's like, it's not like I'm running into a store.
Yeah. It does, but it also does seem like one of those things where it's like there's probably bigger problems that we should be addressing, but I'm going to go back and forth here. Just because there are big problems doesn't mean you can't address the small ones either. Yeah, police canine units have to do the same thing. Are we calling in cops now too for leaving their cars idling?
We're gonna have to ask our friend who is a NYPD officer. With the rules.
Oh yeah, I could ask him. Second thing I want to do. So I'm going to switch right now from our money shot, as we like to call it, or as I like to call it, to our regular scene. Okay, but I changed something, and I want to see what you think about it, Carla Marie.
Oh yeah.
And whatever, because there's a transition. It's going to be like 2 seconds, not even.
I don't like transitions.
Ready? Here, this is what it's going to look like. It like moves things and puts them in place.
Okay, that's cool. I thought it was going to be like when you would make a PowerPoint.
No, not like that.
You can do like the tiles moving.
Did anyone actually notice that, or was it too quick to notice? Zeal Crux said that was clean. Okay, I think that's a good thing. Liked it, says Lisa. All right, so we'll keep it for now. Things we got to talk about. I think we've got enough people in here, Carla Marie, to kick off the first You Look Great giveaway.
Oh.
So let's do that. Explain what's happening as I get this thing ready to go.
We got a box of all kinds of You Look Great apparel here that came from the very first merch launch, June 2021. And it's random sizes. So how this works is if you win, you tell us your size, and the first thing I find in your size is what you get. That's how the rule works. I believe we have all sizes available, but you'll give us a size and a backup size just in case, and then we'll mail it out to you.
We already got 43 people in here.
The times are cut off.
Oh, I'll move it down.
Little Erica. Why is
what?
I was confused. We're not giving away money right now, just so everybody knows.
Well, it's just a giveaway.
Okay.
So
yeah, but I'll show you some things. We got the mom. But like some of it may not be You Look Great.
Some of it was never even made before.
Yeah, like
they were like
you
samples.
Buy this.
So we've got 85 people in here right now. Right now, we're also at the minute mark. One exact minute of this giveaway. So we will do this for 15 minutes, and we'll pick a winner then. The winner does have to be here because we got to like figure out your size and know what you're going to get. Also moving on, Carla Marie, there is a very special show we have on Thursday. So the big news on Thursday is if we get 1,000 viewers, we're going to try this again. We'll give away $500.
Yeah.
The other part of it is that it's going to be half an hour earlier than when we normally go on. So if you're on the West Coast, 7:30 is when we are going to start. If you're on the East Coast, 10:30. is
No
when we will start.
complaining.
And that is because we are going to be part of this panel. The reason we're doing all of this is we're going to be part of this panel at Morning Show Boot Camp about taking your radio show and for various reasons streaming it, whether it's to YouTube, to Facebook, to Twitch. And what I love about the panel is we actually got to have like a little round table yesterday to discuss the panel. And there are so many, everyone there does their thing a little differently.
For different reasons.
For different reasons with different equipment. So it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about. Unfortunately, that's not going to be streamed, but we will stream beforehand from the convention area at the hotel in Chicago.
Yes.
Would you like to show everyone?
I was also thinking today that we need to end that stream 10 minutes early because I have to pee before the panel starts.
Okay. There is a bathroom right there, so you can run during the
You don't know
stream.
that. You don't know where the bathroom is and where we're streaming.
We've been there before.
Yeah, but I need time.
And the bathroom's right where we're going to be.
There's a cat on your clothes, so Liney, some people are allergic to you.
All right, moving on. Carla Marie.
Just sit. She's going to go right to you.
You good?
Yeah.
I don't think she will. So,
There you go, girl.
12 minutes left in the first You Look Great giveaway of the day. If you want to enter, go to the chat, type in ! And the word enter. Then send. That's all you got to do. You can only enter once. It is free to enter if you are a subscriber. Today, you are twice as likely to win if you are a subscriber.
Cool.
On Thursday, you'll have 3 times the odds.
Damn. Can I see the chat?
Yeah, of course you can. There we go. What did you want to see? Just to know it's
Well,
there?
I didn't see it, and I was getting nervous.
So on the list today, obviously, You Look Great giveaway number 1, which is happening right now. $27 an hour to scoop ice cream. I want you to think about what I just said. $27 per hour to scoop ice cream. So Carla Marie and I were walking around Ballard, which is a little neighborhood here in Seattle. And Salt and Straw is right down there. So we walked in, and on their door, they had a help wanted sign. And it's $27 an hour. Now, Carla Marie pointed out that it does include tips.
It says includes tips. So that means that any tips that get made during your time there, you don't get that money. That money goes to the business, and the business allocates where that needs to go. Your salary, your hourly wage is $27 per hour. That's it.
Are you sure?
Yes, it says includes tips.
Because I thought it said up to $27 an hour, so you're still getting them.
I took a picture of it, so we'll settle it right now.
Yeah, let's see. So this is Salt and Straw here in Seattle. There's 2 locations. We were at the location in Ballard.
It's regional, so it's in California. It
started in Portland, I believe.
And you had what ice? Ow!
What? Did I just step on your toe?
What are you wearing shoes for?
I'm wearing flip-flops.
Now hiring.
Okay.
Starting wages, $27 plus, includes tips. Our customers love us and we love them. I don't know what that means though. I think they worded that wrong.
Yeah. It's also interesting that they wrote starting is 27 plus. Starting is one number.
Unless it does mean that it does not include tips. That's the plus.
But that's still starting, right?
Right.
The plus, either the plus or the starting was unnecessary.
No.
If it's starting, I know that. No, because if it's starting, I know that it's going to go up. That's the start. That's like if I said starting at 7 o'clock plus.
No, that's 2 different things. So their minimum wage, is $27 an hour, which is insane.
Let's see. Someone wrote $8 for a scoop of ice cream. Is that what they're charging now?
We got.
No, I feel like it was pretty cheap.
It was $14 for 2 of us, and you got a cone.
I got a cone with 2 scoops.
Yeah. I sent it to my brother. He's like, I don't know how they're running as a business.
I mean, they're running well, I guess. Well enough to pay that.
No benefits there, unfortunately, but.
Oh, yeah, because we talked about a couple months ago how Panda Express, or no, Dick's Drive-In Burgers here, was paying $19 an hour to start, I believe it was, with 100% employer-paid benefits, some sort of retention bonus, paid vacation, and they were paying a crazy amount for either childcare or education. There was like an extra bonus that you could get.
Okay, so John says their website says it's $17.27 plus $10.50 average tips per hour. So it is probably
so
20.
that gets you to $27, $28.
So I did the math. If you worked 8 hours a day, which I don't know, it might not be an 8-hour shift. It might be a 5-hour shift. I feel like for me, that's what like ice cream for me always was. It's like a 5-hour shift or whatever. But say they worked 40 hours a week, which I'm sure some of this is seasonal. That's $46,000 a year to scoop ice cream.
And now are you supporting a full family in Seattle on 46? Remember, and a lot of people, where if you live in a smaller, a more rural part of America,
right,
$46,000 a year might go really far for you. In Seattle, it doesn't.
No.
Which is why part-time pay in Seattle is going to be higher than elsewhere in the country. Seattle's also the first city, I believe, in the country to mandate a $15 an hour minimum wage, which went into effect a couple of years ago. But this year is the first year where every single employee needs to make $15 an hour. They did like a rolling start. So if you were a huge business, you had to start first. And then they decreased the size of business your business had to be to pay $15 an hour.
It is only a part-time job. Someone said the website says part-time. So you're not going to be working 40 hours a week. Eats and Sweets, though, did point out that's how much some elementary school teachers make.
Yeah.
That's probably more than 80% of people who work in radio make.
To start, absolutely, yeah. It's more than I made. It's considerably more than I made. And I mean, when I was granted, this was 2006, but when I started in radio, we were making $7 an hour. Then New Jersey moved their minimum wage to $7.25 an hour, so we made $7.25 for a little bit. And once because they moved us to the minimum until they figured out what they could pay everyone with the new minimum wage, and then they moved it up to $8.25 an hour for your part-time employees.
What is the inflation difference now?
Well, I mean, the last year has really kicked it up.
That's what I need to know. Someone do that math.
Inflation from what, 2006 to now?
My next question was going to be, about the person that was telling you that someone who worked in radio now works at Costco and they love their life.
Oh, yeah. There was a person who I want to say they had a regular radio programming job where they would be on the air a little bit, do some music selection stuff and programming behind the scenes, and they would DJ on the side. And what this person did, they got let go from radio. They continued DJing, like doing weddings and stuff. They make a decent amount of money, maybe like $3,000 a week if they've got 2 shows or 2 gigs. But for benefits and stuff, they work at Costco Monday through Friday and love it because they go to their job, move things wherever they have to be moved, deal with a couple customers, and they go home.
Yeah, like I would love that.
And that's it. They're just
We could do
done.
that and then Twitch on the weekends. Oh my God, I'd be so good at lifting things. I'd wear my little lifting belt and I would lift so much toilet paper on pallets.
Let's see. Okay, inflation cat. Let me put.
Do you get a discount if you work at Costco? On top of the great deals you already get being a Costco member?
I assume so.
You probably get a free membership and 10%.
Well, we can ask. Are there any people who have worked at Costco here?
Well, Caroline's biting you. She wants you to pet her.
Yeah. Why isn't this coming up? Hold on. Sorry.
We have someone who works at Costco HQ, but I don't know if they're in here right now.
Ow. Hey. Don't do that.
I knew you can't bite people when they don't pet you.
What the hell was that about?
She does it all the time. If I stop petting her,
but that was like, she usually like just puts her teeth on
but
you.
It's
Doesn't
never
actually.
vicious. It's like.
Oh, there we go. Now I got it on the screen. Okay, so let's see how this inflation calculator works.
Okay, so you were making how much?
Let's say $7.25.
Nope, you can't type.
25. Well, I gotta worry about this wild animal biting me.
In 1913.
Okay, well, I'm not that old.
God,
so
you'd be loaded.
in 2006 is worth blank in 2022. Wow, I would have been making $11 an hour.
Okay, but think about
Almost.
that. Then working at Salt and Straw
Oh wait, so how
is
do I
more
do
than
this?
double that.
How do I do this backwards? Hold on.
We'll just do it.
725 in 2022 to show how little I was making. Does this work backwards? Is it the same? So I was making just under, in today's standards, I was making under $5 an hour. Yeah.
Okay, do mine. Do mine. So I was making $10 an hour. No, not in 2020. Oh, okay. Yeah. $10.
And when did you start? When was this?
2010.
2010.
I was making $7.41
Yeah.
working for the best radio station in the world.
Yeah.
Hold on. Also do what I was as a server before tips. What was my hourly wage? Hold on.
Well, but New Jersey is one of those states.
$2.13
Okay, you made 213. Oh, if we're doing this backwards, 213.
in 2009. 2008.
$1.55.
I guess that didn't change much.
No.
It was really 2008, but okay. Or 2006.
It's not that much money where it's going to change. Like, it's just.
$7.41.
Oh, I got to check the. Let's check this real quick.
So that's what I'd be making now. But
There it is. Ooh, 2 minutes until we're
why
going to
is
draw
my
today's.
My dad's calling me. Let me answer it off.
Yeah, careful with that. Well, I'll
Hello?
continue talking. No.
Hello?
Is it butt dial?
Hello? Dad!
Is it a butt dial?
Always does this. I guess so.
Okay. So as you text your dad back, we have about 1 minute and 30 seconds until we are going to pick today's first winner of some You Look Great merch. This is from our vault. Some of this stuff was never even sold. It was samples. It was things that we were thinking about. So all you've got to do to enter is go into the chat, type in ! End of the word enter, and you'll be good to go. Make sure you press send, obviously. 147 people have entered thus far. And if you are a subscriber, you have 2 times the odds of winning. Let's go back. Actually, I'll leave this on for now. Once it hits 15, we are going to close the giveaway.
Okay. Just making sure.
You're making sure what?
Is that home? I looked up Find My Dad. We have
Is that it?
It's Find. They changed Find My iPhone and Find Friends. They
Yeah.
put it in the same thing. So it's Find My. You can do Watch, AirPods.
That's funny.
So I just put it's Find My Dad.
That's funny. So 30 seconds left. Make sure that you type in ! And the word enter. I just saw that Rich Feltz entered, DD2, SAP. And what's going to happen is once we pick your name, you'll have about 1 minute to respond. Tell us your size. Say, I'm here. And then give us your size. Carla Marie will find your thing and we'll start another contest. Another giveaway. Hello, Caroline.
And then tomorrow, I think we're going to show my dad's yearbook photo.
Oh, that was funny. We do have to do that.
Not only his yearbook photo, which I've seen over and over again
All
many
right,
times.
15 minutes. Close giveaway.
His yearbook little quote.
Okay, ready, Carla Marie?
All right, who do we got?
Our first winner of the day.
Of the week. Gretchen from Iowa.
Gretchen from Iowa. Let us
Love the
know
username.
in the chat if you are here.
Oh, you were showing the winner.
Yeah, I want everyone to know that this is all on the up and up, you know?
I don't know what that means.
I've heard that said
That
a lot.
you definitely used it wrong.
No, it's on the up and up. I'm going to look up what that means. On the up and up.
It doesn't. Like, what are you trying to prove? That we were being honest? Oh, honest.
Investigators wanted to make sure everything we did was on the up and up.
But where did it come from?
Honest and legal. Let's keep everything on the up and up. Yeah, like where did it start?
But in Britain, it translates to being more successful, which makes sense. Why do we ruin everything in America?
Let's see. Hold on. I need to check the chat. Gretchen is here.
3x.
Do
if
we
you
have
have it,
3x?
otherwise 2x. I have no idea, but I have to move the animal.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you allergic to cats, Gretchen?
Just got a cattail sticking up in the screen. Where's the Erica
I think
emote?
I might just start sorting them.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Caroline, not Erica. Why did I say that? There we go. Congratulations to Gretchen, by the way. Ooh, Amanda O'Brien said, hey, I'm back starting a new job today, so I have to wake up early again. Oof. I think about that sometimes because people always ask if we're like going to ever go back to radio, which, listen, if the right opportunity came around, absolutely. I didn't always enjoy the place that I worked in radio, specifically Seattle.
No, fix that.
What?
What you're saying.
No, I always enjoyed what I did. I didn't necessarily enjoy the culture in the office that I was working in.
Right. I'm saying you made it sound like you don't like Seattle.
No. Seattle's great. All right, I'm going to start another giveaway. We're going to mark this one as complete. Have you not found a double XL yet?
I did find double. I was just looking for.
Oh, okay. I don't think he's going to send triple XL, mostly because those
They
are.
were. Okay.
Oh, all right, another neon green.
Give it away. This is the last 2X neon green.
Okay, mark as complete. Hey, stop biting the wire.
Lenny.
All right, let me start another giveaway real quick. No one type in the keyword. I have to start this up again.
Why is no one in my family answering me? These people make me nervous sometimes.
YLG giveaway. Oh, actually, I'll show everyone how I do this here.
Riveting.
She's biting me again.
Liney, he can't pet you. He's working.
So here's what I do. You Look Great giveaway. We'll do YLG Vault number 2 for today, 8/15, right? Is that today's date? It is. Bring in Erica the cat as our image. Everyone gets their first ticket for free. Send confirmation. Tickets cost $1 million because you can't actually buy them. Maximum per person.
Wait, put it out a number people can buy.
Huh?
What if people buy them?
They're not allowed to buy them. Everyone gets their first. This is free to enter.
Oh, but if someone wants to give us $1 million, they can.
If you have $1
Could you
million
imagine
laying
Jeff
around,
Bezos was like, "Oh, I'm going on my company Twitch
and
today,
subscriber luck, subs have 2 times the odds of winning. Create and start.
and he bought $1 million." I'd be like,
Bam. 15 minutes starts now.
If he paid $1 million for a ticket, though, we'd have to give how much to Twitch? Oh no, it's just through.
I don't know how that works.
Ow.
All right, as people are entering.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
What'd you do?
Do you think there was still pepper on my finger from yesterday?
Did you showered?
That doesn't mean anything.
You worked out and you showered.
It's burning.
So, we actually have to talk about this. Did you end up taking a selfie yesterday? I need you to send me the picture. Because Carla Marie. Oh, and Caroline's leaving. There's the tail. See you later, loser. All right, just send it to the worst Anthony at Gmail. Now we'll pull it up here. Sorry for the delay. We should have thought about this earlier.
Anyway, what I was gonna say
Yeah, we got 115 people in a minute.
it's almost there. Sent. You get like so amped in certain situations.
Me?
And like on Thursday, I'm gonna need you to make sure you're not like you're so amped sometimes I just sit here because there's nothing I can do.
Like what?
Speak for me. I can't even speak.
Give me an example.
When I was doing the Seahawks announcement day, you were like, and on Thursday, like in the element around people, everyone thinks it's gonna be like me, like I'm the one that gets so crazy all the time. I get hyper. You're gonna be like, oh. So just wait on Thursday. We're gonna assess.
I don't even know what you're not really giving me a clear idea of what the hell you're talking about.
You just get so like, not high strung, but like wired. Like you feed off the energy, but in a way where it's like, calm down. Everybody just be calm.
I'm still not entirely sure what you're talking about.
We'll find out on Thursday. The people know. They know what I mean.
I don't think no one knows what you mean.
They've been talking about it in the Discord.
Oh, I'm sure they have. You made that up. I'm resizing this picture so that everyone can see what Carla Marie did yesterday.
It's not like this is something I did.
Oh, no, it is. Okay, let's do this.
I can't even see the chat while you're doing this work.
Well, you relax there, okay?
Just click it for me.
No, I'm almost done.
No, just click it for me.
Bam, there we go. So everyone look at Carla Marie's face over there. It almost looks like you did a terrible job going to a festival. Like you were trying to be a cool Coachella girl.
That's
but
not
you used,
what was happening.
But you used yogurt instead.
Well, it's not either of the things.
So explain.
I was cooking yesterday, and I had to cook with a serrano pepper, and it was on my hands, and I rubbed right here, so close to my eye, but it felt like it was like there was so much heat coming off of my face that it felt like it was going in my eye, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So first I took goat cheese and rubbed it on my face because I know dairy is supposed to help with stuff like that. I've had to put jalapeno peppers up my nose. Milk up my nose after picking it after cooking with jalapeno pepper before. So I was like, oh my god, I'm dying, whatever. Then I Googled, and it said baking soda, and the second I put it on, it was fine. But I let it sit
So what
there.
do? You put baking soda, you mix
water,
it?
And water.
Did it tell you exactly how much you're supposed to do?
I figured it out.
Oh, D in Palm Beach, thank you very much for the hydrate reminder.
Cool compresses were not working at all.
Did you have them?
I put cold water on a towel.
Oh, okay. To this day, I always touch my lips or nose when cutting peppers, says Jess from Minnesota. Yeah, so when you took this selfie, were you still in pain or had it subsided by then?
I was going to bed and forgot it was on my face.
Oh, and Merrick, before I do a posture check, I got to make sure I don't crush a cat with my chair. There we go. Are we good now, Carla Marie?
Yeah. Oh.
Moving on. And let's see where we're at with the...
Oh, my God. Wait, Angela in Spokane said, my boyfriend had to put a bag... Are you kidding me?
Oh, I moved it?
Did it?
There we go.
My boyfriend had to put a bag of frozen peas in his pants after going to the bathroom after cutting serrano peppers. He freaked while I stayed calm.
Ooh, that's bad. So he grabbed his ween after cutting peppers? That does not sound good. Real quick, we're going to double check on today's second giveaway.
Damn, Daniels.
Again, the way this is going to work is once we get to the 15-minute mark, we're going to end the contest, pick a winner, and that winner has about 60 seconds to enter their name in the chat or say, hi, I'm here in the chat, and then tell us their size.
Yep. That
way, Carla Marie can go find you something from our YLG vault. Also, if you win, please email us with your info to hello at carlamarineanthony.com.
Gretchen, since you won earlier, email us your full name and address to hello at carlamarineanthony.com.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, just making sure we're all good in the chat. Less than 10 minutes for that. Moving on to the next thing on our list. So let's pull up the list real quick. We're doing giveaway number 2 right now. Oh, the crying CEO. So I don't know if you've seen this story. Let us know in the chat if you know what we are about to talk about, because we will lean on you for some of this.
Why?
The crying CEO. And I feel like we should open up the phone lines for this too. What do you think, Carla Marie?
Sure.
So here is the post. We're going to open up the phones in a second. I got to move this one thing. Sorry. What the hell?
I said to my mom, did Daddy butt dial me? Oh, he must have. He's been butt dialing and FaceTiming everyone.
I'm very confused. This isn't working.
What do you mean it's not working?
Oh, here we go. There it is. Whew, finally. The crying CEO. So I'm going to read what Insider wrote about this guy. So Brandon Wallake, the CEO of Hypersocial, posted a tearful photo on LinkedIn on August 9th. Along with the photo, Wallake, is that what you were saying? Described the emotional toll of laying off employees. Many commenters criticized the crying CEO as out of touch and disingenuous.
He was basically trying to say that he posted to LinkedIn and said, this is the most vulnerable thing I'll ever share. He's like, I've gone back and forth on whether to post this or not. He basically wanted to show that, like, not all CEOs just, like, fire people and don't care. That's what he wanted to do. It's just, no one feels sad for you. You still have a job.
And this is the interesting thing. So he says and you can see it on the screen. I've seen a lot of layoffs over the last few weeks on LinkedIn. Most of those are due to the economy or whatever other reason. Ours, ? My fault. I made a decision in February and stuck with the decision for far too long. Now, I know my team will say we made that decision together, but I lead us into it. And because of those failings, I had to do today the toughest thing I've ever had to do. We've always been a people-first business, and we always will be. Days like today, I wish I was a business owner that was only money-driven and didn't care about the people we hurt along the way.
Did he take a pay cut?
That's the interesting thing. I don't know this guy's backstory. And if he's saying that I'm the leader and the failings are my fault, well, did you punish yourself if you're that noble of a leader?
I didn't even know what his company does, but...
And there were people who I guess looked into his company and were like, it's not even that big. It's like 7 employees. It's not like he's this big time CEO.
I mean, we heard that after we got let go, like, we had a boss that was, like, so sad about it. I'm telling you right now, if he posted to social media that he felt sad, as the employee, I would have felt like I'd be like, fuck off. I'm losing my benefits and my job, and some of these people probably have families. Like, I'm telling you right now, I would have lost my mind.
So when the conversation that you're talking about, Carly, I believe was the day after we got let go, we got a call from a pretty, like, big shot, I would say, at iHeartRadio. It was like, listen, unfortunately in my role, I've done this for years. I've had to let go, probably hundreds of people. This is the toughest one. You guys are like family, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, listen, I get it. You're being nice to me, but at the same time, you're saying that to make things better on yourself.
Yeah.
Your life is still going to be as it was yesterday.
Right.
It will be tomorrow.
And listen, this guy, I'm not saying this guy didn't feel sad. It's just the posting of it.
And I think the interesting thing that he posted was that he just had to lay someone off. Now, I don't know what that means in his brain, but if it's the same day or even the day after, that's not your time.
Yeah. No.
That's not your time to get pity from the internet when you just threw someone's life into turmoil.
I want to know who it is. Like, let's get them a job.
And uncertainty. You were going to read something?
Ricky said, as much as I want to say I don't care about what this guy feels, I will say I know that I can't hold a management position because I wouldn't be able to fire people or let them go because I would feel like trash every time. Yeah, no one's saying he doesn't feel like trash.
Exactly.
And someone else said, read the room. Like, that's what it is.
And
but
but as a CEO, here's the other thing. You are allowed to feel like trash when you do things like that because sometimes, the economy dips or the business doesn't do as well. You've got to make some cuts. And I don't think that would be easy. I mean, hell, when we had our 5-person morning show on KISS, one of the members of that team got laid off. Now, it had nothing to do with us. We didn't even know until after it happened. I literally was eating a sandwich in our office. I came back and the person was gone. And you still get this terrible feeling in your chest because you know that person's life is thrown into this like crazy uncertain time. There's a lot of emotions.
I mean, we felt,
but you can't try to capitalize on that moment. Like LinkedIn is very much a networking platform. There's a lot of boasting and there's a lot of CEOs and executives posturing. I don't know if a LinkedIn post like "woe is me" is appropriate in that scenario.
I think when I first saw it last week, some of the headlines was like, more proof that LinkedIn is the most wild social media network. And it is. Like, the stuff I see on LinkedIn, sometimes I'm like, what are you saying, people? This is supposed to be a professional environment.
Yeah.
But Dee in Palm Beach said, my husband's job back in 2016 started laying off employees. The first one they laid off was him as the second highest paid video editor. Ooh, what kind of videos he edit? And then everyone else was higher paychecks followed until only the lead editor and owners were left with smaller work being automated. Our son was 1 month old at the time, and I was on unpaid maternity leave.
And that's the thing. I mean, a lot of people say business is business, but your business is affecting people's day-to-day lives and idea of financial security. And I mean, there were times. So Carla Marie and I had worked through the Seattle office for iHeartRadio through 3 or 4 pretty big rounds of layoffs. And I remember one day, there was an especially high number of people that got laid off throughout the company that day. I went into one of our VP's offices and I said, "Hey, how are you doing?" And you could tell in his face, none of those decisions were his. It was basically corporate came down and said, "Hey, this is actually what happened in this very specific situation." Corporate handed all of these local vice presidents a sheet and said, "These are the people you're firing on Tuesday. Go,
because you're
get
a
out of
number
here."
on a spreadsheet at that point.
Yeah.
What are you bringing in for the company versus what they're
So
paying you?
when you don't get to make a decision like that, but you still have to be the bad guy, I totally get that that's tough from a manager or vice president role, because a lot of times you're not making those decisions. Now, as the CEO, this guy who's on the screen, through whatever reason, is the one that made that decision.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're the one that's swinging that axe, I don't know if you're allowed to go on the internet and say, "Oh, I'm being so vulnerable.
Yeah.
My life is so hard."
Well, so Alicia from the 215 makes a great point. She said, "I have mixed feelings about this. I think sharing this makes it very human, and it reinforces that being a leader requires doing hard things that you may not want to do." She said, "But at the same time, it feels a little disingenuous posting this photo to LinkedIn.
Mhm.
Feels like it could be a tactic to save face and reinforce the people first culture he is claiming." That is just boom right there.
Yeah.
We can put a little bow on it and move on, because
All
I
right.
agree. Like
Well, as long
not
as
because
Carla
I
Marie
agree,
agrees.
but I mean, I feel like we're all saying the same thing. Like it's tacky, but yes, we get it. People do feel like leaders. Some of them do have feelings.
No, they are people, and I'm sure that wasn't easy. But at the same time, I think my stance is it's not your place to capitalize on that person's grief,
Right.
essentially. Could we check? Give me this, Carla Marie. I need to check where we are with
Look at I got Carly Anthony show nails.
the second giveaway for today. Where are we at? Ooh, 12 minutes. So 3 minutes left. We've got 150 people who have tickets right now. So we'll do that in 3 minutes. And then right when we get that, we're going to start the next giveaway. You good, Carla Marie?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. You checked your phone and then stopped doing things.
Just checking.
What you checking over there?
I got to meet up with our old boss, actually. Our old boss.
He did not fire us.
No. As a matter of fact, he decided he ain't going back to radio anymore, and now he's going to be a damn pilot.
It's one of my favorite stories that I've seen in the crazy radio world that we live in. So our first full-time program director, his name is Justin. He was successful in so many places that he worked.
We should get him on the phone to talk about it.
And even with our station in Seattle, our first one was actually very successful. It was Power 93.3. He was the one who, when he started, you could literally see month over month, year over year, the station doing progressively better, almost consistently for a year straight. And then a bunch of, executives who did not live in the area or work on that station day to day decided to just turn power off and flip it back to what it was, which was Cube 93.3.
Turning off the power of power.
And
We didn't say that.
because of that, he was laid off, or due to the fallout of that, he was laid off. And Justin, I guess, had always thought about being a pilot.
Yeah, it was something he was super passionate about. For some reason, a lot of people in radio are also super passionate about flying in planes and also weather.
Flying in weather. I don't know what it is.
It's bizarre. The amount of people in radio that also have what do you have? Your flying license, your pilot license,
Pilot's license,
small
I think.
plane license, or I'm tracking the weather. Cubby loves tracking the weather.
Mhm.
Scotty B, tracking the weather.
Even scary a little
Yeah.
bit. So once he got laid off,
Yeah.
he decided he was going to finally apply for this program with Alaska Airlines.
Mm-hmm.
where if you get selected, they put you in training and you start a whole like 3-year journey to get on to be a full-time commercial pilot. So he submitted, was waiting for that, and due to a bunch of other moves that iHeart didn't plan out, they essentially asked him to come back on a possible part-time, possible
like freelance kind of
full-time basis. And he said, listen, I'll come back, but the second I
get accepted,
I find out if they accept me, like, I'm out of here.
Good for him.
And I don't think a lot of the full-time, like, radio people believed him.
Why would you ever leave? No one ever leave radio.
And once he got once he got approved, he said, listen, guys, I'm out of here. 2 weeks, and I'm going into this program. And he has not looked back.
No.
I'm sure he's had some doubts.
But now he's in, like, the final. I was talking to him last week, and he's, like, in the final part of this thing, and he's, like, in the simulators training. We should ask him if we can show that video he sent us. It's, like, those little simulator, and you go in it, and it looks so real. Like, have you ever watched Sully, the movie about Captain Sully, and they show the simulator and what happens when the geese hit it?
Are you saying simulator?
Yeah, what am I saying? Simulator.
Simulator.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's wild. And he's like, it feels so real. And what we learned is that pilots never do, like, a test. Like, he goes from this little, I mean, they take a test, yes.
And they've flown actual planes before, yes.
But he goes from this pod to flying a commercial plane.
Yeah, you don't normally test out on commercial. They don't send up a commercial plane empty for you to practice on.
Right. And it's not a huge one. Like, his first one is going to be smaller. So we're trying to get on one of those flights.
Real quick, we're going to cut away to the You Look Great giveaway for a second because we're at the 16-minute mark.
16 minutes.
So I'll give you 10 seconds. Once that hits 16:20, we're out. Remember, if you have not entered yet and you would like to, go to the chat, type in ! And the word enter, and then hit send.
All right, just do it, because you know what? We got to do another one.
I know, 5 seconds.
Well, I got to go meet him, don't forget. It's 9 o'clock.
There we go. Close giveaway. We got one extra person in there, maybe 2. Draw a winner.
Miss Peppy 00.
All right, Miss Peppy, make sure as quickly as you can you enter the chat. Let us know that you are here. If not, I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute to move on from there.
Oh, I did it again. There's definitely pepper on my finger.
Maybe you need to wash your hands.
I'm
Miss
here.
Peppy's there. 2X or 3X now.
There's no 3X, so we're going 2.
Is that going to be another neon shirt?
No, I saw other things.
All right, so while Carla Marie is looking for that, you will see me set up the next giveaway. We'll do the next one for 10 minutes.
Come on. It might be. We'll see when I get there.
I feel like maybe for tomorrow we should just put them in sizes on the couch. Is that double?
Never made before.
Wow, that actually is a 1 of 1, I guess, right?
There might. Yeah, I don't think there's another one.
All right, well, you get a hoodie,
Well,
which
it doesn't say you look great. I feel sad.
it's what we got. So let me start this. Give everyone their first ticket for free. Send confirmation.
Miss Peppy, please email hello@carlamarieandanthony.com with your real name and your address. All these are going to be mailed tomorrow. I'm just waiting to do everything at once.
All right, 10 minutes for this one, and we will be out of here.
Because our post office, let me tell you.
Oh, this is actually kind of crazy.
I went in there the other day, and I said, what happened here? Because the other day I went to go mail something. Anthony was like, yeah, you can't go to the post office. Like, there's no wall. I was like,
It was closed. No, they had signs saying they were closed for retail business that
there's
day.
just no wall outside.
Mhm.
So I finally go a few days later. I was like, what happened here? Because it looked like it was water damage inside. I don't know. They're like, someone broke all the glass on the outside, came in and stole the automatic, like, shipping station, thinking it was, like, an ATM. And the automatic shipping station is you go up there, you put your package on it, you weigh it, you put in your little label, it prints, and you do it yourself. Idiots.
Now, is there actual cash in that, though? Can people pay in cash?
I don't know. I don't think so. Fred might know the answer.
Anyone,
You're paying cash anywhere here. I don't know what you're talking about.
let us know if you have some insight.
We went to the Yankee game at T-Mobile Park last week.
No, you can only use a card, says Melissa.
And we were saying how weird it
Do
is.
you have monkeypox?
It was a cat hair. that we live in a world now where you go to these places and there aren't ATMs. There are different machines. And they're machines to put your cash in and get a card out. So it's cash for card.
Oh, let's see. Scotty said the one in Pittsburgh takes cash, whereas Melissa said she used it and it did not take cash. So maybe it's a place by place, city by city, location by location thing. All of Major League Baseball is card only?
Makes sense.
Do you have water?
Yeah, I just sipped it, dude.
I'm sure people love listening to you cough, though.
Well, what do you want me to do? I don't have a mute button.
I think what everyone should do if they have to cough in public now is just leave. No one should be allowed to cough in public anymore. Let's see.
I was a sneezing fit the other day in public, so that was fun.
Anything, according to Fred the Mailman, anything of value in a post office is locked in a safe at night. So there wouldn't have been anything, I guess, in that machine. Is that machine cleared out, though?
What, you don't put anything in the machine.
Scotty said that you do.
Money?
Yeah.
Yeah, ours.
Scotty said in Pittsburgh.
Ours does not take cash.
Scotty said in Pittsburgh he paid in cash.
Nah, Pittsburgh is 1883 over there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, casinos are giving tickets instead of cash now, too? And where do you take that ticket? Like to a bank?
Oh, that'd be great. Just put the ticket right into my credit card. How do you do it?
That's what I'm asking. Okay, so Fred said yes. Any cash is counted and cleared every single night from those machines. Red-Handed Bee said, when I cough in public, I usually say weed cough right after just so they know I'm not sick, just a pothead. That's amazing.
I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah, tickets for the slot machine so you can like take it and go to the next slot machine. That makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm not walking around with coins.
7 minutes for the next You Look Great or Carla Marie and Anthony shirt giveaway.
No.
Which it is kind of cool that we have some things that have never even been made. Like that Carla Marie and Anthony hoodie. Not hoodie, crew neck. The other thing I wanted to talk about today. So we got to, oh man, I did this earlier and I wasn't able to use it. Hold on. Bam. Bam. Bam.
Yeah, but they can't see that. Oh, you got to move that.
Oh, and I got to move them. This was a bad idea. Hold, please.
Oh, this is wait. At least let me do my job here. Go.
Okay.
Yeah, Lenny, is this a sample sale? Scotty said maybe I'll go to casino today. Okay.
There we go.
Play roulette. Play is black or red 36. Just play 36, and if you win, give me some.
Why 36?
I don't know. It's the number. Well, my mom always plays that number because that's the age my uncle was when he died, which is like kind of crazy when you think about. Well, for several reasons. One, that's the number she plays because that's weird.
I mean, numbers are special to different people for different reasons.
And two, because he was 36 when he died of a heart attack in the 80s.
Let's see. Tuka_Boo said, hold please is okay, but coughing isn't. Well, hold please doesn't mean I'm spreading monkeypox or COVID or polio or whatever thing we're dealing with now. Coughing is outlawed. That's it. Because didn't you say they found polio?
Well, polio's been going on in New York City for a bit.
But now it's found in the
wastewater,
yeah.
So people are pooping it out.
Which is interesting. There are people in every major city that are analyzing sewage water.
How do you?
That's their highly specific
get paid an hour?
Scientific job. Not as much as people who scoop ice cream at
I'll tell you what, I'm scooping ice cream.
Salt and Straw. But the reason that they do that is that's where you can find kind of like what drugs are prevalent in that area, what diseases are prevalent in that area, the general overall health.
Oh yeah, remember
your population.
They were finding COVID in our poop at one point.
Yep. Ooh, Jen said I found my old school vaccine papers recently and confirmed my polio vaccine.
I should probably check it. I have mine downstairs.
I feel like I wasn't allowed to go to school
without it.
Without a polio vaccine.
I think so too.
And I know that talking about vaccines can get people, especially now, like kind of crazy. And let me ask you, this is a general question. Do we as a society view the polio vaccine, or if a public official says, hey, we think everyone should still make sure they're getting their polio vaccines, do we view that the same way as a COVID vaccine.
I don't think so. It's been because it's been around longer. Like my parents have the polio vaccine.
And I also
when
think
they were
part
younger.
of it is the risk to reward. Like, getting polio is not a joke.
No.
Not that getting COVID is a joke.
You essentially get paralysis.
And not that getting COVID is a joke, because a lot of people, obviously, we know, have died of COVID. But COVID is something where if you get mild symptoms, like, you can roll the dice, especially if you're a healthy person. You can roll the dice at this point. Enough people are vaccinated or have immunity. It's not going to be that bad. Polio is something where, like, I am not messing around with polio because that'll, like, change your life forever.
Neon Climber said, my job is to build wastewater and drinking plants. The things I hear are crazy.
I can only imagine.
Know. See, I love finding out cool jobs like that.
The polio vaccine also did work.
It is true because it's spreading only among unvaccinated people right now, according to New York officials.
Oh, here we go. You want to read this from Jordan Puyallup?
The wastewater plant my dad works at for Pierce County does all that testing. It
just jumped. Hold on.
It was interesting to hear all about it when COVID first started.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, Alicia from the 215. My grandmother had polio and had to relearn to walk. Her leg was deformed and she limped for the rest of her life.
And
I'll get polio vaccine again.
So I think between the fact that this is an interesting study, I guess, now that we're talking about it. When you know the symptoms could be mild, you're probably willing to not get vaccinated. And of course, obviously today, the vaccine debate, especially because it was an election year and everything is politicized, it probably was more split than it would have been.
Right.
Although back when they had the Spanish flu, when that ravaged the world about 100 years ago, there were still people who didn't want to wear masks and things like that then. Polio, however, because the symptoms are so real and life-altering, people are less likely to play around with that. Therefore, more people got vaccinated, stopping the spread more, and maybe that vaccine was better.
Do we need to get the polio vaccine again?
Polio vaccine is 4-series vaccine.
Yeah, I was like literally an infant. Why might I remember that?
So you have to take an infant 4 times?
Let's see.
You got to remember, I wasn't a cognizant brain when this happened. Did they know the polio vaccine would work back then? I think, like I said before, I think there
wasn't a way to spread misinformation either.
No, there was.
Or there was just like everyone just thought what they read in the newspaper was right, and that was the only way to get your news.
I don't know if that's true, because you still had like papers that were politicized, but that's, I think.
Yeah, you get it. Oh, sorry. Ideally, your child to receive doses at age. Sorry, you should receive a dose of the polio vaccine at ages 2 months, 4 months, 6 through 18 months, and 4 through 6 years. It's kind of like the HPV shot, but even more spread out.
So then, are those after the first one? Are those all boosters, or are they all individual vaccines? How do we categorize those? Does it even matter? Probably not.
Dosage.
By the way, I'm gonna pull this up.
Oh yeah, and the U.S. uses inactivated polio vaccines. I remember because I was reading this originally, and the other countries use a live vaccine. I don't understand. Like, one of them is just like the virus is live, and that's where they're thinking it's spreading through in New York, was someone because they tested it, and it seems like it was someone came from another country where they received a live vaccine, and that was in their body.
Okay, makes sense. We've got about 20 seconds left for this final.
Oh, we wouldn't have been able to go to Taiwan without, I think, the polio vaccine.
Okay, 10 seconds left for this final giveaway. If you have not done so yet and you'd like to win something, go to the chat, type in ! And the word enter, and then hit send. I'll leave it open for another 10 seconds. When you see 1010 show up on that screen, we are done. Make sure you are here, and you say, oh, there we go, close giveaway. Bam, Jordy Matthew.
Hey!
Welcome to the winner's circle. Let's make sure you are here in the chat.
What size?
By the way, we've had like 200 people in here today.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
My dad said that, I forget which one it is. Maybe it is polio, but that wouldn't make sense if it had before. He's like, he still has the mark of whatever vaccine he got as a kid. Rubella, maybe?
I have no idea. Let's see if Jordy Matthew is in. I'm going to start the timer in case we don't hear from Jordy in a
Maybe
little bit.
smallpox was the one that left a scar. He's definitely in here.
So, real
He
quick.
said woot woot.
Oh, he is?
He said woot woot.
Okay.
What size? Smallpox.
I read small at first. I was like, oh, size small. And then I read pox. Real quick, for everyone who is still here, especially people who like entering giveaways, we're going to do this again tomorrow. And then on Thursday, when we are in Chicago, we're going to start the show a little earlier, 7:30 on the West Coast, 10:30 on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to be hopefully giving away $500. We have to hit 1,000 viewers. And the second we do that, we will trigger the $500 giveaway. So make sure you are here. Make sure you tell people, tell your friends, tell your family, hey, get over here and win $500.
Jordy Matthew. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Will you tell us what damn size you are, sir? Do we need to get a smallpox vaccine?
I'm pretty sure that's something we had at some point.
I don't think we had smallpox vaccines.
Where do I even find that?
You know.
Oh, he said large.
Okay. You know what's
Thank
crazy
you,
is
Desiree.
my older sister is 15 and my brother, they're 15 and 17 years older than me. They didn't have the chickenpox vaccine as a kid.
Well, a lot of that chickenpox is also something like around the world, not a lot of people take
No, but
that.
like it wasn't a thing for them. We were like the first generation of kids to get it.
All right, Carla Marie. Oh, who just said they're in Chicago? We don't know. This is the problem with
Ding,
Chicago.
ding,
Oh, look
ding.
at that. Another, this is a one of a
Happy
kind.
Halloween!
Is that a one of a kind?
Yes.
Sweet.
I think. One of a kind that I can see at the moment.
Now, do you remember who won what?
Yes, I write it down.
Okay, so Jordy, shoot us an email, hello@carlamarieandanthony.com, so we can make sure we get your real name, or your full name, I should say, and your address, and ship that out, what, tomorrow? Are we shipping everything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why'd you say it like that? Oh, there it is. I saw it for a second. Jason's in Chicago. So the one problem with Chicago is we are probably not going to have a ton of time.
Yeah, we're
but
there for like.
we will let you know. That's what, like, my friend Hav lives in Chicago, who is in this chat saying wildly false
True
things
about Anthony.
from time to time. And I'm really trying to make sure I see him and meet his baby for the first time. And I don't even know if I'll have time for that, but we'll see. Thank you very much for hanging with us today. We will be back. Yes, Jordy. hello@carlamarieandanthony.com.
Well, not at.
Yeah, hello at
Like a regular email.
carlamarieanthony.com.
Wait, I don't know why we said yes.
There we go. We are out of here for the day. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, I got to press on the full screen. There we go. Doing this all over again and reminding you to be here Thursday. It's a big, big day. We'd love to see as many people in the chat and in the stream as humanly possible.
Yeah. What Anthony said.
I feel like you were going to say something.
No. Go listen to the Morning Show podcast. Woo.